I'm Kita, and thanks for clicking on this video. Today I wanted to share with you guys my natural hair journey because I know YouTube has a very big, supportive natural hair community, and I thought it would be pretty helpful getting me on my way. I'm about a year in, a little bit over a year, and I'm super excited. I went natural officially last year in the end of July 2016, but of course we're like all born natural. Basically I had pretty actually thick and long natural hair. Like it shrunk a lot, it definitely shrunk a lot, but I'll insert a picture of like my communion where my hair was actually straightened like with a hot comb, and it actually was not that short straight. But my mom, she has 3 girls and she had 3 nappy heads to deal with. I still don't know how she did it, and our hair was looking pretty good most of the time. And I guess she decided she was kind of tired of it. Also, I was an idiot and I wanted like the long flowy white girl hair, so I got a perm around the age of I think like 12 or 13, and I always thought I would just always end up with a perm. Like that was my new reality. And fast forward to a few years later, actually a good number of years later, I was in college. One day I just decided to get braids. Now I don't really like fake hair, extensions, all that kind of stuff. I never really had any of that. I did get braids once in high school, but the girl who did it made it way too, like, she put too much hair and I ended up looking like a poodle, so I hated it. I only put it for a couple weeks and then I took it out. So I was like, you know what, maybe I should try like big chunky braids this time, and I have a few pictures here. And actually I kind of liked it. It was nice. And I was like, alright, cool, whatever. And my last relaxer actually was January of 2016. And that's when I got the braids. So like by the time my braids were, I had to take out my braids. Of course I had a bit of new growth in. And around that time I had noticed I was like touching my roots more, because it feels pretty cool, like especially after your hair is straight for so long. It like feels like nice and like wavy, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. But I still never thought that I could, like, I guess go natural for some reason. When I took out the braids, my boyfriend actually, he was like, oh, why don't you go natural? And I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure, because it's something I was like, you know, I heard it was so much work, and that it was like for some reason expensive, even though for me that didn't make sense. And I wasn't sure if I was good at dealing with my own hair. I couldn't really braid my own hair, like on my own head. That was more difficult than just doing it on someone else. So I was kind of hesitant, but then I was like, you know what, why not? And then if I don't like it, I could perm it again. Because honestly, it was like, I didn't really know how to take good care of my permed hair either. And that was usually very like brittle, and I always had flyaways. I couldn't even do a sleek bun. It was just kind of a hot mess. Like, and I also could not stand the way that my hair looked when it was wet. Unlike now, I love the way my hair looks when it's wet. So I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll do it. But that summer, I had to go to Haiti for my cousin's wedding, and I wasn't sure I could make the jump yet because I had to be a bridesmaid, and I didn't want to like chop off all my hair and then be like, this was a mistake. So instead, I mean, by that time I was actually watching YouTube videos and like seeing girls either do transitioning or big chop, so I tried to do the transitioning thing. I tried a couple, like, what did I try? Bantu knots. That was a fail, total fail. Other stuff, I feel like I didn't have the hand for it. I just didn't have the patience for it. Or like, I think I did twist ones, but they didn't even dry, and I, for some reason, thought it was okay to take them out. So whatever. Now, like, I've just revealed that in my case. And so, so that summer, oh yeah, I have to backtrack a little bit. So when I got the braids out, I wasn't sure yet if I wanted to perm it again or if I wanted to, get it braided again or like go natural. So in the interim, I had like important stuff to go to, like a bunch of dinners and meetings for the end of the year, because it was the end of my senior year of college. And what I kept doing was that I just went to a Dominican salon and I just got it like blown out so that obviously the roots would blend with the rest of my hair. And interestingly enough, that probably gave me some of the most length I've had, which is kind of sad because it was always on my shoulders. Like, that's it. Like, it never really passed my shoulders. So I did that like maybe 3 times within like a 1 month period, because you know it reversed really quickly. So when I was in Haiti, I was like, all right. So I figured I'd just do the same thing. I went to a Dominican salon, and I got it blow dried, and I just figured I would just do like a shorter cut, because it's like, if I'm gonna cut it out, like by this time I was pretty sure I was just gonna do a big chop. So I was like, well, why not just cut some of it off anyway, because I've always wanted to try the shorter cuts, but I didn't like losing the length. So I was like, all right, let me do it. That Dominican salon was not the best in terms of like hair, because even after it was done, it looked a little bit puffy and frizzy. So of course the next day, the day of the wedding, it looked terrible. You guys can see a picture here. And that was just not gonna fly. So literally a few hours before the weddings, I was like, no, I can't like be walking as a bridesmaid like this. So I went to another salon and got my hair blow dried and straightened, flat ironed again. I think it was just flat ironed actually. I got that done again. So yes, guys, I got my hair straightened like 2 days in a row. Like not just like a little front, no, like the whole thing. But I also got like the back of it shaved. Like I was going for a certain kind of look. And luckily the second lady, even though she was more expensive, she did a pretty darn good job, and I was pretty happy with it. And I was like, yes, cool, whatever. Literally, like I think 3 days later, I did a big chop. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of that. I don't know why I don't have pictures of that, but I literally just took a pair of scissors and I was just like, all right, cool. I used Eco Styler Gel. That was the very first time I actually used Eco Styler Gel. I used the Wave and Curl one, and it was actually a lot of fun. I really liked it. I was surprised to find that the hair went well with my face shape, so I wasn't mad at it at all. People thought it was nice. I was getting compliments. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. And it was so short and manageable that it was just awesome. It was a blessing. And it was so short and manageable. I loved it. And then it just started growing, and I started like, I was looking at, by this point I was like obsessed with YouTube videos. I was like watching YouTube videos all the freaking time, and I still do. I'm not gonna lie, because it's really fun as I'm going through my journey to actually like figure out what I'm doing. I'll probably just put in a few pictures like month after month, because I do have a few. At this point I actually started like chronicling a little bit like how my hair growth journey was going. How my hair journey was going. And it was because I knew that I didn't know my hair that well in terms of what it liked, in terms of what it didn't like, in terms of like the cheapest, most effective products that I could get. So I was like, you know, writing down everything I used to see if I liked it, if it made styling any easier, if it made my hair last or anything like that. And to my disappointment at the very beginning, I was not finding anything that was like standing out. What I did, so I would just get like little packets of conditioners and see how those work. Like deep conditioners were like, because deep conditioning I had never done as a perm. No, I just never did deep conditioner. So now I like kind of know what I like in terms of a deep conditioner. I literally just found like probably a month ago a good leave-in conditioner that I'm set with, and then the rest I kind of like just play it by ear. I stick with what's like cheap and works, and then when I'm inspired to use something new, then I'll go in that direction. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't even talk about my curl pattern or curl texture, and I'd probably say I'm like a 4B kind of texture. I'll probably show you guys in a second. And I have super coarse hair, like super coarse. I would say like medium to thick, but more like in the medium range. At least at the length it's at now, which is not ridiculously long. I'll probably show you guys in a second. Let me actually show you guys just so you guys know, this is not like defined at all. What I do mostly is just wash and goes, and I just do that over and over again because I love wash and goes. I'm trying to get more into like twists and braids outs, but like I've had a few failed ones and those have discouraged me a little bit. That defined right now because this is like I did a wash and go on Friday. Today's Thursday. And and I refreshed it like a couple days ago, but I just kept touching my hair. I don't know why, so it just got all frizzed out. But anyway, I'll show you guys. Anyway, not sure if you can even see really. So that's kind of like my I guess tech is like a little bit of a texture shot. I will definitely I'll be doing like a wash and go in a couple days because I actually have to do a protein treatment. I'm just waiting for that to come in. It should come in tomorrow. So in a couple days I'll do like a protein treatment, maybe do a video on that, because I think protein, I have learned so much on my hair journey. It's ridiculous. Like the whole balance of moisture and protein, which I never paid attention to, even as like when I had relaxed hair. And relaxed hair needs just as much care, if not more care, than natural hair. So I almost feel like if I did the relaxed journey, I'd probably do way better. But honestly, I'm just liking my natural hair so much more that it's like, it doesn't even matter to me. So, yeah, so I basically made this channel so I can like document my journey and maybe get some tips and some help and like see what you guys have been up to, what you guys do in terms of your regimen. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.